Hello FSG, welcome back to the farm. How are you?
Morning, Args. How are you?
I'm pretty tired from doing all the work around here, but it's nice to have you back.
I apologise. I am back, and I will make up for it today.
That's all right. I got rained off. I got the rolling done on those 3 fields, and it started raining, so didn't get much else done.
Good. Well, that means we've got some stuff to do today, doesn't it?
It does. So I think we're going to go and lime one little field on the other side of the road, and then get some canola planted in the 2 fields here.
All right, that sounds like a plan. I will go and fill up the seeder then, I think. Shall I? If you want to get started on the lime.
Yep, sounds good. Yeah, I'll run over and do that, and you get planters and seeders and whatnot sorted out, and we can crack into it. We'll only need 1 seeder to do that field over the road. It's pretty small, so.
No worries. All right, yeah. Well, I'll sort the seeders out then, and then hopefully you'll be back in time.
Probably. Cool. Well, let's get to it.
Let's do it. Morning, everyone. That's me back after a week off. So I thought we would jump into some seeding. Args was just saying there's a little field down at the bottom that we've not done anything with yet, which we will jump into now. I think I'll take the versatile again today. Now what I'm going to do, I'll try and set up both seeders actually. So when Args comes back from spreading that lime, he'll just need to hook up and go. He won't have to worry about setting it up himself. And then we'll run the big field over there together. And that's really all our planting done. We have got a field of corn still growing, but it's not quite ready yet. So we will just keep waiting for that to arrive. And then we'll maybe have a chat after we finish this and see what we do next. But let's get hooked up and get filled up. Right, jumping in the seeder here, it looks like 77% in solid fertilizer is enough to keep us going, so I am not going to fill that up. There's enough there, but what I will do is go and get the truck and fill it up with seed. So what we'll do is we'll open the auger. We will grab the truck from in here. And we will get this filled with some seed. There we go. Filling up now. We'll get this done as quickly as possible. And then we'll load up both seeders. Now, what I didn't do was move the auger. And I did hit the trigger point here. Purely because I don't know how much fertilizer is in the other seeder. So I didn't want to move it and then move it back for fertilizer. So hopefully this should see us right. Right, there we go. We are loading up here. Looking good. Jumping back in the cab there. 71%. I'm okay with that. That'll do. So we'll close this up. And we will go and get the second one. We'll leave the truck just there. 8,000. And I put 14,000 in the truck. So should just about be able to get enough in there, I think, to cover these 2 fields. Right, second versatile. Let's get this hooked up. And there we go again. So we are looking at 74% of fertilizer still in it. So I don't think we need to top that up. I'm okay with not topping that up. So what we'll do, again, we'll just get in front of the truck, get that unloaded. In fact, we'll move around here. Because Args isn't going to need to go down to the small field. He's just going to need to go to this big one here. So let's move this around to here. And then he can head straight in. So again, unfold the pipe, or the auger at the back there. There we go. And we'll put it into the first compartment. There's Args back, filling up with lime again. He's not going to be happy with me for moving that auger, is he? There we go. We are tipping. It loads very quickly, this, so hopefully by the time we get into the cab and check the volume, this should be done. 60%. We'll maybe put a little bit more in here, I think. Just a little bit more. I'm going to say nothing about triggers and tip points and things like that. It's been a bit of a nightmare.
I must admit I did notice a little pile of seed on the ground next to an auger.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happened.
It's like you haven't been in the game for a while and you've forgotten how to play it.
60% seed in this one. I was just going to top it up a little bit more. Fertilizer in them both was good. It was up above 75%, so I left that.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to... You go over and seed that other field, then I'll tidy up here and get this finished off if you like.
Alright mate, just needs a little top up. And the trigger actually, if you reverse the truck up, the trigger catches it without you needing to move the auger if you want that little secret.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Thanks mate. Right, let's roll down to 31, get unfolded, and get sorted. And when I say roll down to 31, there it is. Right in front of us. Actually, the big seeder's going to be fun on this first bit. Going to have a little argument with the railroad or with a telegraph pole. Let's see what we do here. Luckily, this track is not a live track, so I should be able to run over it without getting caught. Right, we're ready to go here. We'll just switch, spin it up, lower it down, and get things planted. Now we have just spotted, Args and I have just spotted, that the second tank within the air cart hasn't changed from barley, from what we were planting last time, so hopefully it will change when we get there. I'm just going to jump out now and check that it's planting canola. It looks like it is. It's starting to count down, but very strange. We'll just see how we go with that. But we'll push on. I'm not even sure it's worth hooking up GPS here. Right, we are just about finished here. Just get this last little bit. Unfortunately, it just looks like it's slightly more than one pass, but that's always the case, isn't it? We'll get this done, and then we'll go and join Args in the big field. He could well have got quite far into that by now. This has taken us longer than I thought. But look at that. If we'd overlapped, I would have got all of that. Oh well. Right, grab this last little bit, and we'll shoot over the road to Args. Right, here we are. Nice to have a field so close to the farm. We'll swing in here. Can't see Args yet, but I'm assuming he's in the field at the top still. Oh, look at you, you genius, with your roller on the back.
I wonder what you'd think of that.
Very clever. I am impressed.
Bumping up the efficiency. It's working out alright, actually.
Yeah, it looks great.
It's a shame we don't have two of them.
It is, yeah.
There's a GPS course already saved for this field 12 seeder, I think it is. So just jump in and maybe if you go to the other side of the field and then we'll have a solid block of unrolled ground.
Yeah, I was trying to work out what you'd done and what you hadn't done. You've done the borders and then
I've done the outside, done the headlands, and then I've started on this side and working my way across.
Alright, cool. Nice. Well, you heard the man. We'll head over to the other side. That is a bit of a stroke of genius by him. Well played, Args. You can see where he's got to, there with the rolled surface, and then we're back onto the cultivated surface here. It is a shame we don't have two. That's a very clever idea. Right, let's get the self unfolded. You can see where he's done the headlands, so we will get just about closely lined up. He said he has got a GPS course set up, so we'll find that as well. And it is field 12 Cedar. So that should be locked in now. Let me just... I always like to turn on the lines just to make sure I can see them. That is looking good. We'll switch it on, get lined up. Power up the Cedar again. Lower it down. And away we go. I might do skip rows as well. It's quite a wide machine to do hard turns. It looks like Args is doing that, but we'll do skip rows for a little bit and then come back on ourselves. Kind of feel like I'm missing out not having the roller on the back as well. Right, Args is just starting the last pass there. I will finish this one, and that is the field done. That's not taken too long at all. Half of it is rolled and half of it is not, though, which is interesting. Maybe we'll leave it like that and do a little science experiment and see what the maximum yield, because it probably is roughly about half the field. It's almost perfectly half and half, isn't it? So yeah, it'll be quite interesting to see what that yield difference is. And we know I think it's like 2 or 2.5% or something like that, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like over the course of a field in terms of volume of yield. Maybe we'll give that a go. Right, we'll finish up here, we'll shut down, and we'll head over to the other end and meet Args as he's finishing up. Oh, I love those ambient sounds, brilliant. Nicely done, Args.
Yes, went nice and smooth as it always does. Even smoother having that roller on, having a smoother rolling texture.
I've spotted we're about, literally, it's as good as half and half of the field as we could have got. I'd be really interested to see when we cut it what the yield difference is.
Oh, you reckon we leave it rolled and unrolled?
Well, I don't know. I was just thinking in my quiet time in the cab, but it'd be a fun little experiment, wouldn't it? See what it actually converted to.
Yeah, it could be, actually. It would be interesting. We can do that.
Just don't tell the bank manager.
No, that's true. That's true. We do have to bear that debt in mind.
Well, we're pretty much done fieldwork wise, aren't we? We're in a bit of limbo now until stuff starts growing or needs some attention.
Effectively, yeah, we've got the cornfields. We could prep and plough one, but whether we do it for winter or after winter doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you say, otherwise we're pretty much in limbo now until things grow. We've got that one little field of corn to harvest, and maybe we can use that to feed some pigs and get that set up over the winter.
Yeah, no, that's a good call as well, isn't it? See if the bank manager will allow us to buy some pigs.
Wow, as long as we don't spend more than 90 grand we've got, it's operating cash, isn't it?
Exactly, exactly. Alright, well I suppose we better pack this stuff up then.
Yes, and we won't be needing these seeders for corn, so if you make sure you give them a good hose down.
Yes, sir. I think I've been nothing but very well behaved with my washing of equipment on this series.
Oh, you have been. I've been very impressed.
Right. Let's head back.
Okay.
It's going to be a race now, so you can get there first. But I forgot Args has got to fold up, so I've already won. Right. Let's see if we can get this watched without having to move it. I know it's very long, and the cable on the hose sometimes limits you, but I think we might just be alright here. Tractor first. And then the seeder. If we can get this done before Args arrives. He's not here yet. Finally, the air cut. Right, there's Args arrived. Almost perfect timing there. So he can roll up. I will roll round the other side and get this parked up against the shed. And there we go, nicely aligned. Beautifully done. Right, we'll stick this back in the shed too, I think. There we go, all parked up nicely. Args is putting his seeder away as well. And then I think we'll just have a chat about what's next. I'm impressed with how neat and tidy we're keeping the place.
It's not too bad, is it? We're not doing too bad compared to what some of our other farms have been like.
Yeah.
Well, that's all our crops planted for well, this side of winter anyhow, like you said. We're just going to have to wait now until we've got some stuff growing, maybe some weeds to take care of too at some stage. We'll have to get out and tackle those.
Yep.
And yeah, whether we prep the other fields or not, we will wait and see.
Yeah, I think it feels like a natural break at the moment to finish this episode.
Indeed it does. Right, well thank you for your hard work.
Oh, it's nice to be back.
Thank you for cleaning up after yourself.
I do my best.
No, it is good to be back. Good to have you back. Good to have your help.
And yeah, we'll see what comes next.
Indeed. All right, mate. Take care. Have a good week, and we'll catch you soon.
Yeah. Cheers, Args. Take care, mate.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, there we go, folks. Another day done. Another step closer to starting to make a bit of money. Like I said, we've got quite a lot of money to pay back. So the sooner we start making some crops and pulling them out of the ground and to getting them sold, the better, really. But we're in a good spot. I think we've got some really high-yielding crops in the ground now, so it should set us up quite nicely come harvest time. So, on that note, I will say thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you again very soon. From me and from Args over there, have a great one. Bye for now.